10 security guards at the gate for me. And then they got niggas in the woods with paintball guns. They just shot my cameraman. You good, Mud?
No.
So the chapter starts off one day before the start of the U20 World Cup with the blurb saying they're making the final preparations for the first match. We're working hard to win. Sharpen your ego. While we see the Blue Lockers training like Raichi, Noahsxz, and Yukimiya, Raichi is making the callouts for the counter, you know how he is, and Yukimiya and Noahsxz are trying to double press him. And is this like the first time we've seen this man Ego watch them play in person or what? Because that's low-key kind of crazy. We then see Hiyori send a pass and Isagi greens it into the net, and man, that boy has been waiting to rep #1 this whole damn program. Shit looks good on you, my boy. So Shigiri is like, nice Isagi, and after Isagi catches his breath, he tells Hiyori that he was one tempo too slow with his play, and his cross was just a bit too early, stating that at the top world level, his cross would have been blocked or intercepted. Hiyori says that he hears Isagi, but saying that doing everything all of a sudden is impossible. Karasu comes in and tells Isagi that he's asking for too much and that Hiyori is still better stiff before the match. And I thought it was all friendly vibes, looking out for each other, but this nigga Isagi took it a bit more personal than I thought, questioning him that isn't their goal to win, asking what the problem is with having an ideal to strive for, and telling Karasu not to call people stiff or shit like that. And Hiyori's like, that's probably what makes him right in this situation though. But Karasu says that he's not trying to be harsh and that he's just normally sharing his opinion on the matter. And Isagi asks, couldn't he have done it in a more decent way? But Karasu tells him that then he shouldn't act like they're playing half-assed. And they was really about to scrap. I was like, oh my goodness, Isagi, I didn't know you was actually the Demon King for real with the hand, even though Karasu might have slumped his ass, but still. But Aiku was there to get in between them. Even Hiyori was surprised they was about to really throw hands, but Aiku says that they should keep their passions hot, but their calms cool, and they both apologize to each other. Not gonna lie, Aiku, that shit was so smooth, that shit was so tough, I might have to steal that from you, no troll. But this is just pushing the narrative that Isagi is going to lose his humanity throughout this arc. Rin comes in on his regular shit, telling Isagi not to get cocky, because it seems like Isagi is starting to think that he's already the center of the team and everything has to be the way he envisions, telling him to do so after he wins. We then see Barata's ass come in thinking he's Ego, calling all the Blue Lockers his gemstones of talent. Nigga always trying to be other people so bad because he knows he's lame as shit. Even Chigiri and Bachi were like, oh brother, who invited this guy? Ego asked Barata what he's doing in Blue Lock because he even told him not to come by. He told him not to come onto the site, but Barata was like, oh, I have no intention of interfering with the football stuff. Bro, you are literally interfering with the practice. And that he's just greeting everyone, and he thought that it'd be best to let them know about the little deal they made, knowing it would boost their motivation. Yeah, this guy has no idea what he's talking about right now. He is just speaking out of his ass at this point. Barata begins to explain that the maximum players in the U20 World Cup isn't 23 and that it's 26, and one of the spots are already reserved for Itoshi Sai. Gagamaru is already confused, and Noahsxz is stressing hella for no reason low-key because it wasn't that much info to grasp. But this nigga Rin is already on his jealous revenge shit. He about to make Sai take back what he said about Isagi being the one to change Japan. Barata continues on, saying that due to Sai's wishes, he'll only play in the knockout matches, so it's really just 2 slots. And here's where Barata reveals his selection to be called Blue Lock Japan Last 2 Side B. And pretty much how it works is that he's about to gather another 300 more players to make a whole new Blue Lock project pretty much, and they'll record it, broadcast it on Blue Lock TV, edit it, and drop it. Otoya even says that it's basically just a ripoff, and Kiora is low-key firing shots at everyone in Blue Lock, saying that it's full of idiots just like them. Barata says that he picked out the players himself and shows some members that are scheduled to participate, and we see this boy Ryusuke Kira among this list. Isagi's PTSD started kicking from the jump, and man, I don't think Kaneshiro understands the amount of damage he's about to do just by showing this individual panel. Like, good god. And once Kira sees Isagi in person, he's gonna be looking at bro like Gihun was looking at that sorry ass, bum ass, fake ass Marie nigga. look at the rest of these lame ass niggas, bro. Let's take a moment. Did Kaneshiro even care about these character designs? Because Kira is the only player on that list with detail in his face. Look at this blob. What do you mean you chose him, Barata? With your eyes closed and a gun back to your head, right? Yeah. These niggas just look so sorry. So Barata leaves, wishing them all good luck and for them to make big money. Isagi questions Ego if he really does plan on doing this, questioning what will happen to Blue Lock, but Ego just tells him not to worry about foolish emotions like that, saying that the chairman only cares about gambling and he's just using that to make them stronger. Isagi then gets to pressing Ego, asking about the main condition of being eliminated from Blue Lock being that you'd never be able to play for Japan's national team again, asking what if Kira comes back, but Ego quickly cuts Isagi off, saying that he just won't use him if that happens, reassuring them that whether to use the player from B side or not, that decision doesn't belong to Barata but to him. And either way, if some unexpected troublemaker shows up, they won't get to choose whether they stay. Isagi then asks about Barata's selection even being a part of the Blue Lock system, but Ego says that it's just outside the system, telling them to think about it as just trash playing around. He then continues on, stating that if they can't win this U20 World Cup, then none of it matters, being that he'll be expelled from the Blue Lock project himself, telling them that his position isn't any different from theirs, but he still won't change his philosophy to create the best striker in the world, and that he'll risk everything to make Japan win the World Cup. And until this Ego comes to life, Blue Lock won't be handed over to anyone. Nothing gets me more hyped than a speech from the GOAT himself. Oh my goodness. We then jump to the next day with a panel showing the aerial view of Blue Lock packed, with Ego saying that he'll be announcing the regulars that will play against the first team, being Nigeria. We see the Blue Lock fangirls pointing at the murals, these girls even taking pictures in front of Isagi's mural. Damn, Isagi, you really came a long way. Watch out for them girls though, they only want you for your clout, trust. We see Isagi's #1 fan with his jersey on. Even his whole family's repping it too. I just know his parents spent all of his college fund for them tickets, bro. But we then see Nagi's ass walking to the stadium. And I said this on Twitter, but his ass better not step 1 foot onto that pitch, bro. He better be either selling hot dogs or watching the match. Never mind, bro. Kaneshiro just caused chaos for the next week. But it says that there's only 2 hours left until the opening of the U20 World Cup, ending off the chapter. This chapter didn't really have much in terms of new content, but next chapter we gonna hopefully see some new players, the starting lineup, and Nagi watching from his seat. But we just gotta wait till next week to see for real. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this chapter review, then please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and comment down below your thoughts on the chapter and your predictions on the next chapter. Make sure to also go follow the socials like the Instagram and the Twitter, and be sure to join the Discord to be a part of the community. All links are in the description down below, and without further ado, I hope you guys have a great day, and see ya.